Well, I guess week 9 was better. I'm going to take the positives wherever I can freaking get them. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It was better. Mind you, had only 13 games to pick for the week, but I was 10-3 picking the winner straight up, 8-5 against the spread, and well, it's not going to make anybody do backflips. It's not going to set the world on fire. It's one of those things that if you consistently produce that type of result every single week, you can make some money with it. So, season to date, I'm 86-50 picking the winner straight up, 71-65 against the spread. So against the spread number is not spectacular, but what are you going to do? Sometimes fluky shit happens. And sometimes the spread is what the spread is for a reason. If you think these games are always 100% above board and legit, you're psycho. There ain't no other way to put it. You're psycho. You know better. Anything that Vegas has money on has some element of it can be fixed, and oftentimes is fixed or predetermined to some particular degree, even if it's just as simple as the referees doing their part. But anyways, enough about that diatribe. Let's take a look at the week ahead, talk about picks. Thursday night, had the Panthers plus 2.5, and they won. I was a little surprised. I just was going in a different direction. I'm like, home team, short week, Thursday night. Still not buying into the Falcons very much. Not that the Panthers are any good, but I'm like, maybe. And it happened for them, so good for them. So starting off the week well, hopefully it could carry out throughout the rest of the week. Let's talk about the early Sunday games first. And you've got the big matchup in Munich. Bratzenkraut. Yeah, that's what we're going to have. Well, I probably am going to have some brat Sunday now that I think about it. Anyways, that early Sunday, I kind of like the thought of the international game being there at 9:30. Just a little bit more football in our veins on Sunday. You've got the Seahawks taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And a pivotal matchup, ironically enough. The Seahawks, this game matters a whole hell of a lot for them in terms of playoff positioning, and especially the positioning in the NFC West. And meanwhile, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, while it's not urgently a must-win game for them, it is certainly a game that they should want to win. It's going to help because it's more and more shaping up that the only shot that the Buccaneers have to get in the playoffs this year is that they win that division. Well, you got to start winning some games at some point in order for that to happen, no matter how bad that division is this year. And trust me, it's really, really bad. The Bucs are favored by 2.5 here. I will take the Bucs minus the 2.5, although I really want to see Geno Smith continue his season of redemption, his season of MVP level performance. You're going to say MVP level performance? I said what I said, and I'm going to stand behind it, damn it. Big matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. Questions abound about whether Josh Allen's going to play or not, which is why I think you see the spread for this game is Buffalo -3, maybe not a little bit more, although I almost wonder, on the other hand, if that is reflecting, assuming that he is going to play. If he's not going to play because of the injured elbow, then it's going to be a Case Keenum revenge game, right? Yeah! Or otherwise, it could be a Josh Allen, but a Josh Allen that's not exactly at 100%. I'll flip the script here a little bit, and I'll take the Vikings plus the 3 to win. You got the Lions traveling to Chicago to take on the Bears in a game that could be like, it's two bad scrub-ass teams, but two teams that can score some points now, especially in recent weeks for the Bears. This could be a fun one. I will take the Bears minus the 2.5. You've got the Broncos traveling to Tennessee to take on the Titans. Certainly a must-win game for the Broncos if they have any delusions of making the playoffs this year. Meanwhile, for the Titans, I'm going to keep saying it. Why would you go back to Ryan Tannehill? Keep playing Malik Willis. The only thing your team really gives a shit about offensively anyways is running the damn football. You are even better running the football with Malik Willis than you are with Ryan Tannehill at quarterback. Furthermore, Malik Willis is the young guy. Malik Willis is the guy that has way more arm talent. Look at how you did against the Chiefs on Sunday night. Like, where's the justification here? I'll take the Titans minus the 2.5. Give me the Chiefs minus the 9.5 over the Jaguars. You've got the Browns traveling to Miami to take on the Dolphins, the team that ended up with Deshaun Watson who isn't playing versus the team that wanted Deshaun Watson but didn't get him. Meanwhile, Tua's starting to put together a bit of a case for the MVP, although he has only played like 6 games, so you probably need a little bit more on the resume before you get too carried away with him. But, the Dolphins coming off of their 35-32 win over the Bears last week. I'll take the Dolphins minus the 3.5 here. You got Houston traveling to New York to take on the Giants. The Giants are 4.5-point favorites. I like the Giants in this match, but I don't know if I like the 4.5-point spread. I like Houston to cover the 4.5, as cutting it close as I am right there. You've got the Saints traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. The Saints are favored by 1. I think it's a pick-em game, basically, is the way I look at it. And you got the Saints coming off of a short week after the loss on Monday night to the Ravens. I'll take the Steelers plus the 1 because fuck it, why not? Switching over to the late Sunday afternoon games, you've got the Colts traveling to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders, and Josh McDaniels better hopes he wins this game. He's got to start winning some of these at some point. Otherwise, he's going to go down in history as one of the worst NFL head coaches of all time. This is bad. It's bad. I'm going to pick the Raiders to win minus the 4.5 as a sympathy pick as much as anything else. But who knows how the Colts are going to do with new head coach Jeff Saturday, huh? Yeah, we'll see. That makes that game way more interesting than it has any business to be. The big feature matchup, obviously, on Sunday afternoon is going to be the Cowboys traveling to Lambeau Field to take on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Fudge Packers. And I just said it. Fuck it, I don't care. The Brown Bay Fudge Packers. Dallas is favored by 4. I mean, every time I've picked Green Bay this year, it feels like they've lost. So I'm torn between I picked the Packers to lose, and then this is the week they finally play a little better and they win, and I look like an idiot. Or I look like an idiot because I picked them to win and they lose, but it means that the Jeff Jinx lives on the frickin' Packers. So what do I do here? I'll pick the Cowboys minus the 4 this week because I just think the Packers look bad. I think Aaron Rodgers looks totally disinterested and washed up. That's the way it's looked this year. And all that investment in their defense, and how much good did it really do them? So give me the Cowboys minus the 4. And then you got another big NFC West matchup. You've got the Arizona Cardinals traveling to Los Angeles to take on the Rams. Game that the Cardinals desperately need, but frankly, so do the Rams. I will take the Rams minus the 3 there. Sunday night matchup. You've got the Chargers traveling to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. Yeah, this is a big one, right? Should be interesting. Maybe? Oh, fuck it. I don't know. Who cares? 49ers are favored by 7. I'll take the 49ers to win, but I'll pick the Chargers to cover the 7-point spread. And then Monday night, you got an NFC East matchup. Philly tries to keep their undefeated season going against the Washington Commanders. And this is a tough spot for the Eagles because the Commanders, as easy as it is to dismiss them, they had recently just won 3 in a row, even though it was against garbage teams like the Bears and the Packers and the Colts. The reality is 3 in a row is still 3 in a row, and they put up a hell of a fight against the Vikings last week. The Vikings are a legit team, one of the contenders right now in the NFC to go to the Super Bowl. So watch out for this Commanders team with Taylor Heineke at quarterback. Meanwhile, the Eagles, this is a chance for them to continue the pursuit towards an undefeated regular season record. They're playing good football. I like the Eagles to win this one, but that 11-point spread scares me, especially based off of the way the Commanders have played the past few weeks. So I like the Commanders to cover the 11-point spread. So you can check out all my picks in the description box, and you can mock me for how bad they are after this week of games, huh?